builds. So I get up this morning and I have a bunch of PlayStation messages for builds that I use, or specifically tank build. And I know I've done this before and showed and debuted my tank builds that I like to, or my specific tank build that I like to use. I do use a lot of tanky builds. I try to, at the most. I mean, this is 1.5 million. It's somewhat tanky. It's obviously
Feels like I've been on watch
not
forever.
meant for protection against elites. I haven't really found anything else aside from my number one build that I use for if I really just want to run around super tanky. Aside from the fact that I have swapped a couple of these around for hazard protection and armor regen, and I use it, but it's not, it doesn't hit as hard as this. So I mean, you could swap out all these pieces. Like I said, it's the same build, except for it has hazard protection and armor regen. I think the only one that I don't have that has hazard protection and armor regen is this. I have not found one yet, so I've just been using this when I do that. If I can find a Matador that has armor regen and hazard protection,
I've been on watch forever.
I definitely use it. I don't think I have one. Let me go. That's one backpack that I believe I don't have. Let's see. No, I got one with headshot damage. That's about it. I got so many of these too. I was trying out something.
Agent, priority objective available.
There's quite a few different tanks that you can use if you're using a pistol build. But this is the main one that I use. Just protection against elites, and the rest is all crit hit damage and crit hit chance. This is my main one. This is if I know that I'm going to be farming a lot and running into hunters and I don't want to have to worry about taking cover. I use this. The only thing you really have to worry about with these builds, though, because it's only protection against elites, it's not protection against all enemies, is the reds and the purples. You know, non-elites. Now you do have, obviously, the reds are your normals or regular. The purples are advanced. You do have golds. Those aren't really like elites, but you do have protection against them a little bit, I think, because they are golds. But then you do have well, I guess those would be elites. I guess, yeah, because I don't really go down from the gold ones or yellow and then named enemies and then rogues. Now, I don't remember if I've ever used this against hunters. Like, oh no, I think I have used them against hunters.
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
You still take hella damage from hunters, I think, because they're different. And I believe legendary, it's not really a legendary build either. It's usually just for heroic stuff. A legendary build, though, if you're gonna go legendary, I've had difficulties with this because they keep changing stuff, but most of the legendary builds that I've seen used and that I have been able to use, you know, halfway through content is a striker with the Matador backpack. And you can also change this up and use a Matador backpack if you prefer, and use a chill out mask. And then just go.
All good here.
You can, I don't think I have it. Let's see. Armor region, hazard protection. This one. This is what I was using. Crit hit chance with 2 protection against elites. I didn't level it up yet. I'm sorry. I've been awake since 6, but I'm just now jumping on because I've just been laying here contemplating on things. I have a bunch of stuff that I wanted to do, but everybody's sleeping at 6, and I didn't want to make noise, so this was one of the things I wanted to do. Was play. So you can use this mask, definitely. And then there's so many different ways to doing this.
This is the suck, man.
You could use this chest piece. I think the way that you would want to use it is using bulwark. Or it's not bulwark in this game. It's foundry. Or it is bulwark. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Div 1. You can use a 4-piece foundry, and I was looking yesterday actually for I didn't look on the other 2 characters. It's on one of them. But let's see. I might have to go jump on one of the other characters. I'd really hate to do that to
Feels
you guys.
like I've been on watch forever.
I don't know which character it's on, so I'm going to have to do it later. But you use a 4-piece foundry, and then you can either use the chest, and then, do I even have... So you use
This is
the
worse than my old day
backpack
job.
with this. The richer, or yeah, richer and or Reicher, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it richer. And Kaiser, however you want to pronounce it. The backpack though, with it's not,
Hostile control point identified.
All good here.
it has to do with your shield. Something about taking damage from your shield. Let's see. This one. You want that brand set with this if you're going to be using protection against elites or any kind of tank build. This helps out a lot. And you want to use the chest piece of the foundry bulwark, or you could use, I'm trying to remember.
So damn bored. This is worse than my old day job.
Yeah, I'd probably just use the Foundry Bulwark chest piece because I honestly don't think I ever used a different chest piece when using the Bulwark build. It was always the chest piece and then the RK backpack with protector on it. That's what I always used. And that was always for um, legendary missions when I'm soloing it. That pistol build,
I hate
obviously.
guard duty.
And then I would always use Catharsis Mask. That I gotta go find that backpack. It's on one of my other characters. But I'd use that Catharsis Mask and then 4-piece of the Foundry Bulwark. And I always use protection against elites on it all the time, every time. And that was for
So damn
legendary
bored.
missions, and you always
Hostile
want to
control point
use
nearby.
your tech so you can use the artificiary hive to keep rebuilding your shield every time it takes damage. And with the pistol, I mean, there's newer pistols now. I used the busy little hive for a long time or the busy little bee, not hive. I used the busy little bee for a while, but as you can see, we have more pistols now, and I picked up the Regulus because of the
All good
event,
here.
because I don't know how many times I ran the Iron Horse. I think it was like 2 times or 3 times, and every time everybody quit, so I ended up never getting it. I wasn't in AKM anymore, which they were really keen on knowing how to do Iron Horse and the other raid, which I can't remember what the hell it's
This is
called.
worse than my old
So I
day
got
job.
my Eagle Bearer after like 10 runs and never went back in there. No, I take it back. I went back in there like 3 more times after that. So actually, let's see how many times I ran that. Raids. Dark Hours, that's what it was. I think it would be this. And then jump to me. 9 times. I thought I went in there more. Okay, so I went in there 9 times
So damn bored.
altogether. But I know that it was like, it had to have been like my 3rd or 4th run that I went in there and got the EB. And this was like years ago. I think this is like year 2 that I got my EB when I was in there. And then see, I don't even have a score. I'm not even on here because I never completed it.
This
Yeah,
is the
every
sun.
time that we've gotten in there, everybody left, and I wasn't in AKM anymore, so definitely wasn't getting it. Incursions, 19 times. Yeah, I've ran that thing so many times for the Ouroboros. Let's see. 19 minutes was my fastest time. That's crazy. What about on
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
Dark Hours? 1 hour. Jesus. I watch people run that thing in like in 23 minutes, I think. Anyways. I mean, like I said, my best recommendation is learn your builds. I even had difficulties just recently with the new
This is worse than my old day job.
last season and this season trying to run my legendary builds was striker. Wasn't this, but usually I run 4-piece striker and then
Hostile control point
I'll
identified.
show you real quick. Those 4-piece striker was these 4 pieces. I should still have it on me.
I hate
I
guard duty.
better have it on me. I don't have it on me. It's probably on the other characters. Let's see. Yeah. I hate when I exit all the way out by accident. We'll be in here. Or actually, let's go to expertise because then I'll be able to actually see the brand set. The one that I use, which is gun holster,
Feels like I've
is
been
this
on watch forever.
Palisade gun holster with a crit on it and armor, along with, like I said, 4-piece striker, these 4 pieces, and then the memento backpack, and then
This is the suck, man.
it's always the St. Elmo. But that's what I was running, and I couldn't even get past them anymore. So I don't know if they had bumped the damage or I just wasn't out. Like, I don't remember. I think maybe it was because of the mods the season before, because I did have the mods on, and then last season.
All good here.
So we're in season or year 7, season 2, right? So we're in, or season 3, I forget. But I know in year 6, in those seasons, I was outputting hella damage with that build on legendary. And then this new year in seasons, it just wasn't doing nothing when I had came back at the end of this year. So,
This is the suck, man.
excuse me. But yeah, I mean, that's what I usually use for tank, but as of right now, I've honestly just been running around with this build, not tanking at all, and not really this build. Sometimes I'll run around. This is super tanky too.
Agent in need of backup.
You obviously have to build up with it. You can swap. The reason why I'm running it like this is because the more ammo dump that I get
All good here.
because of this and the Ninja Bike backpack. But you can get but if you put a 4-piece on, swap out this chest piece for something else, which,
I hate guard duty.
hold on.
This is the suck, man.
Sorry, excuse me. So, anyways, find if you have this. I believe
Hostile
should have
control
just been
point
in here.
nearby.
Should have been in here. You could use the closer. That's what I usually use for this
This is worth my
build.
old day job.
And then your secondary, now that the stack broker we have, if you have more than one, which I highly doubt that you do yet, you'll have to change out whatever talent that you have on there for flatline. Use that, or if you don't want to do that, just take a regular one, which I believe I don't have anymore because I have that and I just been swapping out the talent. Or if you'd rather just use the rock and roll, that's fine too. You get way more ammo.
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
But if you use this, I believe the real, it's a AA-12, but in here it's a AC-12. You use one of these with flatline. Damage to targets out cover or damage to armor. Oh, it's already got damage. I believe they do have damage to armor. So damage to targets out cover. That should get you pretty tanky. That, I believe that would work a lot more nowadays. I haven't tested it out. I was just testing this other
This is
build
worth
out.
my old day job.
So I mean, I can go and test it out, I guess, and see how it works. But I would probably swap out the crit hit chances for protection against elites, most likely. I haven't really tried this in Legendary.
This is the suck, man.
I just was running around with it to try it out with the new gear pieces that we have, just to see if it worked pretty good. And it does for me. I mean, for what I've been playing, I haven't been playing Legendary. So if you're looking for a Legendary build, which actually the dude didn't even tell me. He kind of left it blank. The last guy that messaged me. Let me ask him real quick.
So damn bored.
But anyways, yeah, sorry this isn't like the other videos that other people make. I'm not gonna sit here and edit it, do all the shit that they do, and have to keep re-saying what they say. Take 5. I don't do all that. I mean, I could do edits and stuff, but I don't want to sit there and... I know how to do it. Trust me, I do.
So damn bored.
But yeah, I think the Striker tank is probably one of the best builds. And you get that armor on kill, I believe, with
Hostile
the
control point identified.
Palisades. And if you're using your gunner, you also get armor on kill with that. And of course you get your fire rating and your reload speed on the 3rd kill, I believe. 2nd or 3rd kill? I think it's the 3rd kill. But this one, I mean, it doesn't really output that much damage
This is worth my old day
as much
job.
as it could, I think. If I had, I don't know, I think being able to have that a little bit of extra ammo for this helps out a lot, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't give me the damage that I need if I was running, you know, a different chest piece
I hate
and
guard duty.
the Memento backpack, because you could probably output more damage. Or if you were running a vigilance backpack, I didn't even go in here. If you're running a vigilance backpack and Fenris chest piece, you could probably output more damage. And I would probably do Walker and Harris
All good here.
vigilance. Obviously, you'd want to get one that has armor on it because you're trying to be tanky. I don't believe I have one with armor and vigilance. It doesn't know. I don't have one with armor on it. But I have used it without armor on this build before. And then a Fenris chest piece with spotter on it.
This is worse than my old day job.
These are the ones that I use. And I don't use them with armor because I don't have them with the armor. And that's because I just haven't found one that has crit hit damage, crit hit chance, and spotter on it so I can swap it over to armor on those two items. So there are some items still out there that I want to get, and I should probably be running countdown right now since I have the opportunity to. But this is only the second day, so I probably will. And I know actually the little countdown event ends soon. Yeah, I really need to get in there. I think I'm going to do that today.
Control point nearby.
And just run it as, I'll probably get like maybe an hour or two in there. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take some screenshots of these builds for this dude. I just wanted to make a quick little video of what I use. But honestly, like I said, I
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
really have only been using this build during this event that's going on. And I keep this on. I don't have a companion active because I get the bonuses down here. 15% armor or assault or weapon damage, I'm sorry. And then 20% has protection, and then 15% skill efficiency. So that skill efficiency, if you have a oxidizer build, which I have all the pieces for oxidizer build, skill efficiency and oxidizer, oh man, you can probably do some serious damage. I don't believe it was this mask. I do have all the pieces though. I believe it's this. I'm gonna have to test that out today.
This suck, man.
Because I do have all the pieces on this character. It's not that. I did think it was this other piece. I don't have them on the character. I have them in the stash, I believe. Okay, so it was the chest piece, the mask. And then 3 pieces of this. Which I believe is the gun holster, the gloves, and the backpack. I think I'm going to do that today. When I have the snow machine too. That's right.
So damn
Oh,
bored.
so it is the knee pads. So knee pads. And then gloves? Or is it backpack? No, gloves were this. Oh, I do have the gloves here too. It's not built up all the way though. What backpack do I have? Oh, I do have the backpack on me for... No, this isn't the... That's right, I never found a backpack. I have this backpack, but I never found one with the armor core, or to
This is
swap
worse
out
than
for
my
the
old
armor
day
core.
job.
Okay, so I do have this one. That is the right one. And then this is shooting enemy skills. I mean, I guess I could use that, but I don't think it was that. So I do have this one too. Then I need to figure out what status effect. Skilled rotation. I don't know.
All good
I'll have
here.
to go. I thought I had all the pieces. Maybe I'm missing a piece on my last character, because that one has all my skill stuff on it. So I'll have to go through it and then freaking try it out and see how it's working with the oxidizer, because I really love using the oxidizer. But yeah. So like I said, anyways, this is by far so far my favorite build, which is the Ninja Bike backpack, striker, and then two-piece utility.
Hostile control point
The
detected.
second build that I've been using a lot is
I hate guard duty.
technically this, but I have swapped out all four pieces for these four pieces. So like if I'm wearing this instead, I'll use this, and I'm outputting the same amount of ticks. I was wearing it yesterday. I'm outputting the same amount of ticks as I would with the other build, except for I'm building up my stacks a lot faster, because all I have to do is shoot with this one. All you have to do is suppress them. That's all you have to do. Once they're suppressed, you start building up your
Feels like I've been
stacks,
on watch forever.
and you got 130 rounds with this. And then once you kill one of them while you have your stacks, I think it starts out at 100K and then works all the way up. I think the highest was 1.3 million stacks. So if I'm shooting the same target that's already got 1.3 million stacks, plus my 1 million or 1.5 million, I don't remember how many, this is doing over 2 million damage easily per bullet. And I can take out, I think, 3 enemies with one clip. 3 of the named enemies with one clip, I believe.
So damn bored.
So yeah, that's what I like using. And then the other one that I've been using a lot is this one, because of the fact that I get headshot, and it does about the same. It's like 1.5 million a bullet, as long as you're getting your headshots and you have your stacks. So I build my stacks with this first, obviously, and then swap over to here.
I hate guard duty.
Same with the hazard protection build, this one. I usually build my stacks with this one and then swap over to the other gun. And this is the one that I play a lot on when I'm doing the live. The reason why I like using it is because, for one, I'm protected against all of the hazard that is coming from the Krampus, like his bleed from his chainsaw, and then his hit squads, or his
All good here.
minions, or whatever you want to call them. They have throwing knives, causing bleed, poison, and then the mines. Sometimes I'll step on one and it kills me all the way because I already took damage or whatever. Or it will kill. It will blow up and cause enough damage to where if they kick me or throw a knife at me, I instantly die or get shot. So, I mean, there are some downfalls to it. You know, there's no explosion resistance.
This is
But
worse
other
than my
than
old day
that, this
job.
hits for 1 million a bullet once you get full stacks from Striker and then from this. And it's not bad. Like, that's why I've been using it. You know, you also have your fire rating. You could go with something else. I mean, you can go with capacitor if you want. You can go with any of these. This works really well with it as well. It has 60 rounds with it with this
This is to
build.
suck, man.
You go to this. You can use St. Elmo's. I was using the shotgun with it. I used it multiple times. The shotgun works really good with it, especially after you get your stacks. This thing slaps. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 shots. You take one down. No, I think it's a full clip. It's a full clip to take him out. But still, I mean,
Feels like
slaps.
I've been on watch
It does slap.
forever.
Hostile control point nearby.
You know, if you have the chameleon, that works. I've used almost all these guns except for these two and obviously these. I'd probably use this one. Who knows? This one would be pretty dope. If if you weren't required to like zoom in with this, I would use this gun more often, honestly. I wish they would fix that to where you can focus with your L2, and then if you want to zoom in all the way, then you can click your, I think it's L3 button to click into it to zoom in all the
I
way.
hate guard duty.
So I wish they'd fix that, but I don't think they're gonna ever do that. They don't take my advice. Um, I've even, believe it or not, running around with this build fully stacked, just mistakenly still had my pistol out. It for 900k per bullet for this gun. Excuse me. Same thing
This is the
with
suck,
these
man.
two builds combined with the chest piece gloves and then the 4 pieces of tipping skill. Had the pistol out, hit for 9.99k or 999k. Sorry. So I mean, if you swap that fucking pistol for a different pistol, who knows how much damage you could do. Let's see. I haven't really been using this one that much. This
All
is more
good
for
here.
PvP. PvP, obviously. Um, this is the other build that I've been using. I haven't really been using it that much, but I do use it. This comes in pretty handy. You don't have to use the SMG. You can use whatever you want. But
This
you
is
know,
worse than my old day job.
you want something with the high RPM. This is just another hazmat build. It's not even the conflict hazmat that I had. That's this one. The Dark Zone Defender is actually an all red build. So these two got mixed up, I think. Or I had this on here. I think one day I was doing something and I was in the stash box and I went to go delete the the extra junk that I had in there, and instead I deleted, because I was in this format, I deleted the actual build. So I had to redo them because I like having my Crusader up top because that's obviously my #1 build that I go to. Um, yeah. This was Shocker Punch build. This one was really fun to use at first. For PvP, it really helped out a lot being in the DZ solo. Like I
Feels
can
like
hit
I've been
somebody
on
and then
watch
take off,
forever.
or I can hit somebody and take them out because they didn't have no status effect protection, or they just couldn't get out of it. Because the Shocker Punch did last a while. I think they nerfed the timing on it, or they nerfed to where you can move, something like that. You can still move and be shocked. But yeah, dude, they keep changing shit too much because people cry about stuff.
I hate guard duty.
Incoming backup request.
Let's see. This is an all-time favorite PvP build. This is new. I like using this. This hits pretty freaking hard. This is definitely for Dark Zone. You can use it for Conflict too,
This is the
but it's
suck, man.
mostly Dark Zone. It's all crit hit chance, crit hit damage, 2-piece armor, or 3-piece. You could, if you have the y'all gear that's all reds, you just use it all reds. That's fine too. I like having that little bit of armor. I think it's 1 million armor on Conflict. Dark Zone build. Dark Zone build. These are pretty tanky in the DZ. I've actually used this one quite a few times in Conflict. It does work. I wished I had everything at max level with it. I don't think everything's maxed out on this.
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
Yeah, not everything's maxed out. I think I can max out the headshot damage though. Now that I have it. That I think can stay. I'm gonna check right now. I need to max these out though
This
too.
is the suck, man.
Let's see, status. Headshot, yeah, headshot's fine.
Hostile control point detected.
I probably didn't even need to max out, that's why I had it left like that for a minute. Aside from the fact that I haven't been on it for a bit. At least for a couple weeks. But, you don't have to use Brazen. There's other ones that you can use, like Optimus and stuff.
Feels like I've been on watch forever.
But yeah, you can use anything for that. Doesn't matter.
So damn bored.
I don't know why it goes all the way back. I just wanted to go back a little bit. I think that's because I am not paying attention to what I'm doing. This is really fun. I like using this build a lot. This is super tanky, and it has so much armor regen. I use this a lot for the DZ as well, especially running around solo. I do use Spotter
Good
solo a
here.
lot too. Because I don't mind if I die with this one, because I know I'm gonna die with it no matter what. But I can get a lot of kills if I play right. If I am using, excuse me, if I'm using my decoy at the right moments and, keeping my distance,
This is worse than my old day
making
job.
them waste their kits, stuff like that. You just you gotta know what you're doing. There's a lot of times where I've I'm able to use my decoy, make them waste their kits. They get close to me, and I use my shotty on them. That shit's funny. Um, it works pretty good. So, like I said,
So damn
these are the
bored.
tank builds, though. You definitely use this one. This is really fun. I don't think I've ever used it in open world, heroic or anything. I'm pretty sure if you play right with this, you can use it in heroic. I obviously need to upgrade some of the stuff on here still. But this is pretty fun too. Uh,
Fucking guard duty.
you don't have to use killer on this. This is optional. I believe I had Optimus on this originally. Excuse me. So you can use, Optimus, closer, whatever you want to use. This is my number one build for PvE stuff, if that's what you're looking for. Uh, anyways, well, thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm
This
gonna go
is
ahead and cut
suck,
this
man.
feed. That's basically all I wanted to go through was just all this stuff. And then we'll go over it one more time so you can see. Oh, and obviously the reason why I use this is because the protection against elites gives you 80% protection against elites. Incoming repairs 20. That doesn't really matter. And 50% hazard protection. That's why sometimes I do swap out some of these pieces, or if not all of them, I could probably just swap
So
out a
damn
couple
bored.
pieces for that hazard protection. Like, let's see. That should put us at 60, right? If I can find a backpack, a Matador backpack with hazard protection and armor regen, I'd get that. And then that will put
All
us at
good
70.
here.
And then 80, 90, 100, yeah. So you'd have to swap out all these for 80, 90, 100. And that's also including the 20% that you get from this. So, yeah. Once that 20% is gone, though, after they're done with this season, you're not going to get it again. And then,
This is
you'll
worse than
be
my old
missing
day
that
job.
20%. You won't be at a full 100%, but you'll have hazard protection still against a lot of stuff if you're running like I run all the time.
Hostile control point nearby.
Special ammo against yourself for the extra XP, which I don't ever really run hazard protection when I'm doing open world, but there are some times where I'm just like, oh, you know what, I want to run a little bit of hazard protection or all hazard protection, and then I'll do that. But then, if I want to really run complete hazard protection
I hate guard duty.
100% without adding anything, then I'll run this, and it has a lot of damage. You obviously have to watch out for being swarmed, flanked, stuff like that. I do use a Banshee Pulse and shield just in case, but you still have that risk of getting flanked a lot or rushed. Um, but yeah, that's if you are really wanting to just do damage and have the hazard
All
protection.
good here.
But this is normally, like I said, a PvP build. Especially against a lot of the skill builds, people using Creeping Death and Veil Mask. Fire, it doesn't have any explosion resistance, so you're kind of weak against that. You're weak against other damage builds if you're not careful. If you can Banshee Pulse them before they start shooting you and then just take them out. Yeah. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thank you guys for watching. I